Hi YouTubers, welcome back to my next video. In this video we are going to see how we can delete the guest. Okay, so basically it's a delete part, so it will be nothing but it will be a edit kind of thing because the status will change, so nothing much in this video. But yes, in this we will toggle condition we will be seeing. That's it. That is the only part we will be looking up to it. Delete. So delete a guest. So to delete a guest, mostly I require an user ID and which user and the guest ID. So which guest I need to delete it. Room ID is not required. Room ID is not required actually. If it is guest ID, if I get it from that guest ID, I will be getting the room ID as well and everything. I will be getting it, right? So that's the reason room ID is not required here. And also all this Aadhaar card and all the details are not exactly we require it. So here you go, only two things are required, guest ID and the user ID, and remaining parts we will leave it. So here you go with the starting part, and where we will see the user ID and the guest ID, and we'll get the guest check. If there is yes, there are this room and this guest ID is present, for this guest ID and for this room is present, then we will do checkout is null or not. If checkout is null, then we will do the action. If checkout is not null, then we will not do any modifications like deleting or anything. We will not be performing those operations. So that's the thing. So if checkout of the room ID is equals to, here not room ID, we will see the status. If the status is equals to 1, means if it is active. Okay, so if it is active, then what I will do, I'll change this status to 0. Okay, I'll change the status to 0 and we will update it. Okay, we have updated it, update the guest. Else what we will do, else what we need to do is we need to set the occupancy of the 0 of the guest checkout room ID. I need to set the occupancy to the 0. I need to set it, and no new occupancy I need to manage. There is no need to manage for the new occupancy because we are deleting it, means the room is empty. So that's the reason we are setting out, and this will be the update room, update underscore room it will be. And here you go with the room update. If it is like 1, so status is equal to 1, then we need to fill that occupancy, right? Copy. I need to, what I need to do here, I need to change it little bit. I need to update the room occupancy to 0. If it is 1, I'm making it 0. 0 means it has been finished, and occupancy also finished. Occupancy will be finished, and then I need to have this if condition, right? So this if condition will be presented here. If it happens, else there will be a network issue. If it is not happened, right? If it is not updated, the room occupancy has not been updated properly, then there will be a network issue. Similarly, if it is not equals to 1, if it is equals to 0, then what I need to do, I need to occupy that room. Okay, I need to occupy that room, the which room ID which he will be activating. I need to occupy the room ID to 1, and then what I will do, I will set it status to 1. Okay, I will set the status to 1 of that guest ID and user ID. And if it is not happening, then there will be a network error again, the same as usual case. Okay, here you go with the things. I think this part has been repeated twice. Update room, right? This part has been repeated at here as well as here. Update this room. What we can able to do, we can just go cut this. No, let us have Control Z. We have updated it both the way, update this guest we have done. And here we go guest details again. If we see here, so it may be deleted or it may be updated, right? So if it is from here, so we need to, if it is the guest details from here, then we need to have a separate messages. So that's the reason we need to write it here itself. So what is this all about? Status equals to guest details retrieved successfully. Here will be like guest details deleted success, simple way. Either this or that will happen. We'll get a message here, and here guest has already checked out, so checkout option will be there. Invalid input if the inputs are not valid. And here you go, everything. I hope so that is working fine. So these are number of rows. If there are rows, then if we don't find anything, then it's an invalid input. If this both are empty, then the invalid fields. So that's all for this. Now time for testing. So this is the URL I need to first start set it. Delete guest, here you go with the delete guest URL. For this delete guest, I think only two fields are required. This user ID is not at all required here. Room ID, let us check what are the things. User ID and guest ID. Guest ID is required. Guest ID is 1. Here I have already have a guest ID. So my expectation is whenever I click on this with this inputs, so I need to, for if it is activated, then I need to get a deleted or retrieved. Okay, so this is what I am expecting right now. So let us check. I get, so guest details deleted successfully. Now I think the value here will be status to 0. It should be 0. Status should be retrieved to the 0, and as well as the room which it has been allocated, means room number 6 which has been allocated to this user, status has been 0, and the room number which he has allocated, it should be also vacancy, occupancy should be 0. Yeah, here we got all the occupancies to 0. If I again I click it like activate, so retrieve successfully. Now I can able to see that this value 6 value will be 1 because it is been occupied, and also the guest is been activated, so same guest has been activated. So that's all for this video of delete operation. So in my next video we will see how to view this all the guests who are logged in or check in our hotel or a restaurant. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.